are bought and paid for by a class of special interests in this country. Super PAC puppetry, that is the real poison in American politics. Republican and Democrat politicians alike. There are vested donor interests that stop the elected representatives from actually representing the people and only going back to representing the interests of the people who fund them. And it is a cardinal rule now in politics, Leland. I can tell you, as the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, every politician dances to the tune of their biggest donor. It's just that in my case, that biggest donor happens.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you have a great and wonderful day. And here we have is a person that is a lunatic, and these people don't let the people speak. You're going to see after the video, and I'm going to go through a little bit of a discussion here after the one video that I show you, because it's really annoying, and it's beyond annoying when you have people either not understand what you're saying things that are completely falsehoods, or just flat out just purposely lie. And that's my biggest problem with the far left, is that they lie consistently, and the fact that it's so incredibly annoying to deal with these people and try to get points out. There's no point in talking to people that are irrational, that are stupid, that are honestly low IQ, that don't have the capacity of being able to have a normal discussion. Now, I've had people obviously criticize me, usually in my room or my club or my clothes or whatever, what have you. That's their right to do so, and I don't really normally care. Of course, in response to my right to slap back at them for being either stupid or inconsistent. But normally I don't really care, because it's whatever. I try to do my best without trying not to, cite the fools. But what we see here is a clip of, I would say, of Vivek Ramaswamy talking to this far left person that is, interrupting him every step of the way that he goes. Take a look.
Protect trans kids.
Climate change is real.
Anybody else have something to say? So make sure.
What's it like being the punching bag of the RNC?
Well, I think RNC's corrupt, and I think both political parties are pretty corrupt. So
My
anyway,
mom's a public school worker, and she deserves to be paid and respected.
I think every person deserves to be respected, but we are failing to do right by our kids in this country. Our achievement gap versus other countries is bad, and we're all in that together. But here's what I will say. The beauty of this country is that you all have the right to express your opinions, and you're doing it peacefully. And even though I disagree with you, I'm proud of you for expressing your views, even if I disagree with you.
Destroy your job and her livelihood.
No, that's not correct. I do want to fix our public schools, though. And so thank her for her service for me. I really mean that. But we also have to focus on how we're going to improve achievement of our kids. And I think your mom, if she's as earnest as you're describing, I'm sure she is, cares about the same thing. We're not getting there with the existing system we have. So we're going to have to find a better way to do it. And one of the ways we're going to do it is through open debate. You guys are doing your part. I'm going to do mine. Keep it up.
There's one thing that I love about Vivek, and he is obviously addressing all these things in a very calm and professional manner. And these are things to be respected by. Obviously, Donald Trump will probably have a different approach to this, but it is also reassuring and nice to see a man with composure and answering these people's questions. But now here's going to be a clip that is going to be more annoying to you all. A clip to where it's going to ruffle your feathers a bit. Mostly because of the way that this man is acting. And I hate when people are this condescending, this rude, this passive-aggressive type stuff. And I'm going to be honest, passive-aggressiveness does not get you very far with me, because it's you just trying to hide behind your passive-aggressiveness without being out front. I'd rather you be on front and say what you want to say, rather than being passive-aggressive and just hide behind some words that is, annoying. And it's one thing, and this one guy is the true annoyance that I have.
And then they just misplaced people from Russia to go to Donbas region, because we have steel plants. And you can see the movies.
And the history is long, no doubt about it. But the fact of the matter is, the regions of the Donbas that are occupied now are not even represented in Ukraine's government for the last 10 years.
Do you think Ukraine should be free?
Ukraine should be a sovereign nation. Absolutely.
So how is the U.S.
But I also think
how is the U.S.
negotiate a path to peace that allows Ukraine to come out with its sovereignty intact. Well,
What
NATO,
does that sovereignty look like to you?
a hard commitment that NATO will not admit
What does
Ukraine.
that sovereignty look like to you?
A hard commitment that
What does
NATO.
that sovereignty look like to you?
He's answering the question.
Whenever you're, tell me when you're done, and then I'll answer the question.
Answer the question.
NATO will not admit Ukraine to NATO, and should not admit Ukraine to
Why
NATO.
not?
Because we made a commitment in 1990, and I believe in standing by our commitments, that NATO would not expand 1 inch, not 1 inch past East Germany.
And the
That's
same
what James Baker
commitment,
told
Russia
Gordon
made a
Johnson.
commitment that it would not expand its territories.
And so that's the
We're
answer.
not.
What I want to say is I'm very glad that young people are engaged
Answer the
and
question.
passionate about these issues. So the
Answer
fact
the
of the matter is, I believe we have to stand by our commitments, but the job of the U.S. president is to look after U.S. interests and have a reasonable path to peace. And I think the path that we're on right now is not going to be good for Ukraine. It's not going to be good for America. It is taking us closer to major conflict with Russia that is going to be bad for everybody involved. And the people pushing us to do it are an establishment in both parties of people who are making money off that war. That is wrong, and that will change on my watch.
Now, you see this guy here, this complete fool of a man that I absolutely despise. When you're having somebody trying to answer your question, and then you repeat the same thing over and over again, and he's trying to answer it, even the people in the back were saying, "Stop, shut up, let him respond so he can answer your bloody question." Not only does he do this, he does it in a smug and passive-aggressive way that really gets me mad. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I am a person that likes respect, and I deem respect from other people. As long as you respect me, I'll respect you. This man was not giving Vivek Ramaswamy any respect whatsoever. He was cutting him out in every single regard. And it's annoying when people do this. It's even more annoying when people are disrespecting you as well. And Vivek Ramaswamy held himself very, very well. And these are the type of people that just don't get the picture. At least the other people, at least the girl there, may be against the views or whatever. At least she's trying to listen, or at the very least not interrupt as much. But the one ginger guy, that one fool, this one idiot that we were going to say that has no soul, is interrupting him and being rude in every single regard. And I cannot stand that. As we have a discourse in the society, we should evolve ourselves into, or make ourselves into people that can respect one another and listen to other people's opinions and answer questions without interrupting him. Now, the person that has gone out and done stuff like this, Ashley St. Clair, this person has gone up and done this as well, where she says, Vivek Ramaswamy attended a campaign event earlier today and was met by a small group of protesters. He respectfully answered their questions and thanked them for expressing their views, even while disagreeing with them. One of the protesters then got into their car, crashed into Vivek's car, gave him plus his staff the middle finger, and drove off. Left calls it itself the party of love and tolerance, but free speech means respect for all American speech, and ensuring that all voices are heard, not just those the left agree with. Ironically, the perp's car had a neighborhood crime watch sticker on it. Yeah, it's hilarious. And I'm going to show you the clip of Ashley Clare talking to these people, because, these people are, insane.
Vivek held his composure so well too, and then this lunatic hits his car and drives off. But I highly doubt that person will see any repercussions to their actions, as these people hardly do. Hello, ALX. Right now, I will be voting for Trump, but I really do love the things Vivek is saying. I think, especially today, the way he held his composure with these protesters and these young people asking questions, the way he was able to transition the other guy who disagreed with, fantastic. That ginger NPC was so annoying, yes. Oh my goodness. If you guys have not watched those videos, you totally should. Vivek held himself so well. They should have let Vivek answer the questions. Yeah, they were not letting him answer the questions, and that's coming from David, right? David, who just said that, is a leftist. He's pretty liberal, and it's incredible that even people on the left are recognizing how deranged these people are. They don't want to have honest discussions. They don't want to engage in honest debates and discourse. They just yell and shout and scream anybody who disagrees with them away. And we see this often, though. We see this anytime Ben Shapiro goes to a campus, there's protesters. The party of tolerance is the least tolerant people I've ever met.
Yes, so that's what we get for insanity here. But yeah, she is right that she is a person that is seeing the lunacy of the far left and how they act, and everybody else is too. When you have other people calling out others for their insanity or stupidity, it really makes them fall flat. The left are no longer people that you can really associate with, and more people are seeing this. The more people that see this, the more people don't really want to associate or don't like these people. And I know someone that does do this, and it's incredibly bloody annoying to even have a remote conversation with them. That's the reason why ignoring them is probably the best thing involved. So that's it, and I think that that these far leftists are insane, and they need mental help immediately. Alright guys, that's the video. Like, subscribe, share, and as always, take care, my friends.